You're watching the 2025 Fall SCAC Media Days. Today we're talking Austin College volleyball, joined, of course, by none other than head coach Ed Garza, who is joined by senior Selah Coleman. Coach Selah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Coach, you're coming into your 30th season here with the Roos. You're inside of the top 10 in active winningest Division III women's volleyball coaches. What is it that makes each preseason so special coming in 30 years now? And what are you most excited for coming into 2025?
After 30 years doing this, you figured I'd be pretty calm and cool and collect. I'm still nervous. It's so exciting. My nerves, I don't sleep much. You can ask them. They kind of worry about me getting my sleep because I'm always saying, hey, you guys get sleep. And they're the ones that actually need it more than I do. But it's just always an exciting, it's just like a whole new adventure every year. You never know what you're going to get. And, it's like a box of chocolates. It's always mixed up differently. So I use that phrase now and then to my friends and all that. But it's just, they make me want to coach. They give me so much energy. After I leave practice, I'm like, I'm out. But during the practice, they just bring a lot of energy, and my kids are great. And after 30 years, it just feels like I'm starting all over again.
Well, Selah, you're coming into your senior season, obviously a very exciting time, but especially for you being able to get back out onto the court. What are you most excited about coming into this senior year and starting 2025?
I am most excited about honestly just being able to go all out. I love the depth that we have on our team this year. We have a lot of freshmen. I'm really having a great time playing with them this season so far, and I believe that with the help of everyone, I'll be able to play at my best as well. And I missed out on last season because I was out for an injury, so I'm just ready to get back out, put all my energy forth, and show them what I got.
Coach, having seen so much change within the league during your time, what challenges or new opportunities does it present having some newcomers added into the mix again this year?
Well, it's exciting that we have Ozarks, which is a school in Arkansas. I have kids from Arkansas, so that kind of helps with the recruiting process. Uh, Bringing Laterno in, who I played for many years. They were in the same conference as I was back 30 years ago. So we played each other now and then over the years. There's a lot of great coaches in the conference. We have a couple of former D1 coaches, D2 coaches, NAI coaches. So they bring a lot of wealth and information and knowledge to the game. And it's always good when you play good, tough teams because it makes the conference be very respected and everything. And, losing two schools that were very strong, we're hoping that, I know other people are going to pick up the slack. And, we hope that we also pick up some of the slack too, to make this conference represented well in volleyball.
Taylor, having had a fairly large senior class ahead of yours coming into this season, how do you feel like your group has really picked up the reins in terms of leadership and learning how to lead these underclassmen and mentor them?
Yeah, so we have really been focusing on just making sure all our communication within each other, like we have our three captains this year and three seniors as well. So making sure all our communication is clear. We try to keep our bonds pretty tight, let the team see that our bonds are tight, and just so they respect us well as a group and we can communicate better everything to the team that we need to. And yeah, we're really focusing on just kind of also getting to know each girl at an individual level, see what she needs, so that we can help people in different ways that they receive better.
Well, Coach, coming off of a trip to the semis in the SCAC tournament at home last season, able to take a set off the eventual champs, but as you mentioned, now with Trinity and Southwestern, those two teams from the final a year ago, moving on. How confident are you in this team coming in, and how do you take that momentum from last season and try to propel it moving forward into the new year?
With last year's team, the personality was a little bit different than this year's team, and we're looking into forming their own, what do what I say, culture of being a team. And they're showing promises already that I haven't seen in a while. And, last year the kids really wanted it. And this year they have the same drive and desire, pretty much like everybody else. The big difference is that they're going to have to make that decision, how much they want to put into the team and all that. And we're just here to guide them and direct them in the right direction because, they got a taste of it last year. And I have quite a few kids returning from that group, and they want to, they want more taste of that. And with Colorado College, they're always very strong, and Texas Lutheran. We have several schools that made the NCAA's over the last few years. I mean, I made it 5 times in NCAA, so we all know what it takes to get there. But you have coaches that know what to do and how to get there, and there's a few new coaches in the conference, so it's going to be interesting to see how they develop their teams. One of the coaches now is going to be in her second season and has her own kids now, so there's going to be a lot of good matches. I'm excited. I want people to come out and watch all the matches they can, not only here but other places, because they're going to see some great volleyball.
Well, Selah, looking at where this team was last year and what's to come, what gives you confidence in this group, and what are some of the goals that this team has in mind for 2025?
So I did mention earlier, like we have a lot of new freshmen coming in, so we have a lot of depth, but with the group that we have last year, everyone's doing a really good job of implementing the culture that we had from last year. So far it's been very positive, very uplifting. Everyone's ready to just get out there and hustle. Um, and what some of our goals this season is finishing strong. What our team motto is earn everything. So, going after every single point we can, making sure that every game, we finish with a solid note. So
As we wrap up, Coach, we want to give you the final word. What do you want fans to know about this program and specifically this group of student athletes who represent Austin College?
They're a great group to watch. They're fun. I mean, just when I get to watch a little bit, because we have like scrimmages and stuff like that. I get to sit back and watch, and I watch how the kids interact with each other. But they seem to be having fun, and that is part of the process. Yes, you got to work. There's going to be days when training is just going to be the same, but you have to do it. And how that's where my sister and I come in and try to make it a little bit easier for them. But people are going to see some fun stuff this year. We got a little bit more height and some more quickness, and it's going to be, another step forward. That's what we want.
Austin College head coach Ed Garza, joined by senior Selah Coleman. The Roos will open the season at home, taking on Arcadia on August 29th. Coach Selah, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck in 2025.
Thank you very
thank you.
much. Mhm.